Hi everyone, this is Kelly with Kelly and Crafts, and this is my second card for the month of August. And by the way, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in McKinney, Texas. Our last card, we made the violets, and this time we're going to do a fun card. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using some designer series paper that is white, that has got a white embossing on it, and then we are going to make it our own. My picture for the video shows blue and green. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to use Daffodil Delight and some crisp cantaloupe to create my background. And you'll see what we're doing here in just a second. So I'm using the Hello Friend stamp from Sweet Bugs. Just love this whole set, but that's just a great um, sentiment. And I really do like that. We will be using this die right here from Spotlight on Nature, this one, 4 circle, and then we'll be using the second circle die on Stylish Shapes. And this is what we're going to create. And this is what is fun. So this paper already comes with this embossing on it. And all we are going to do is we're going to take blending brushes and we are going to make it whatever colors we like. So if you want it to be 6 different colors, you can do it 6 different colors and come up with 6 different ways to do it. You can color the inside or don't color the inside. We just have a little piece for here, and I just used half and half again. And then on the back of our envelope, we're going to be doing the same thing. So it's a lot of blending, but not a hard card. So let's look at what our supplies are. We have, let's see here, I have got my card base, which is basic black, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25, and then reinforce that score with your bone folder. So come in and bone folder that. I've already bone folded that. That's why I'm not doing it again. You'll have a circle. This is out of the Stylish Shapes. It's the second largest circle. And then this is um, for your sentiment. And your sentiment, this is out of Spotlight on Nature dies. Okay, we're going to stamp that. So we're going to get all our stamping out of the way first because it's one whole stamp. And then after that, we're done. We are done. So I'm just going to put a hello friend on here. I think it's going to be sloppy, so I'm going to stamp it on something else. No, it wasn't. But, you know, sometimes I can't trust it. Now, you can use any black that you have. Um, we had the Memento, but now we have a different black, and I just haven't gotten the new black yet, so I'm still using Memento. You can use VersaFine or Versamark, whichever one that you use. That's a nice black, but you want a nice crisp black. And then this is going to get colored for me, so I'm going to leave it like that. And then I have my envelope, and then I have my bits to color. And I am going to bring in my little piece here. And I'm going to decide, you will have one piece for the inside of your card. We'll set that aside there. Okay, and I'm going to decide what colors I'm doing. Like I said, I'm going to do a daffodil, and then I'm going to do cantaloupe. And if we don't like it, we'll add some other color in there. So I'm just coming in. This is daffodil, and I'm pretty dark there. Wow, I got that one really, really dark. But that's okay. You can do it light, you can do it dark. This paper comes with leaves and some florals, but this was a geometric. And part of the reason why I wanted to do this one is we have a lot of cards that are very floral for the women, you know, and not that men don't like florals, but on the whole, when you see a card with a lot of flowers on it, you tend to think, oh, that's a woman's card or a card for a woman or something like that. Yeah, that sounds very sexist, but it's kind of how we are. So making a masculine card or one that could be masculine sometimes is difficult. So this method, what's nice about it is if you want it to be feminine, use soft pastels, use light colors, do the pinks, the corals, the colors that evoke femininity. And then if you want it to be masculine, use your browns, use your oranges, some dark blues are good too. Let me get out the cantaloupe. I hope this is dark enough. We'll know in a second. We'll know in a second. Ah. Well, that seems to be pretty subtle. We'll see. Oh, there we go. That's better. I just had to get enough ink on there. So as you can see, I'm just coming to the center and kind of blending over. It kind of morphs into the other color. And isn't that pretty? I just think those are so pretty. Um, there is no right or wrong way. If you wanted to, little splotches all around, you can do that. I'm just very linear, so I kind of go, I'm going to go straight, and that's what I'm doing. Oh, I like to wear my ink. I do have a piece of scratch paper under me just so that I can get that all full of ink and not the background that I'm working on, because if I don't do that, I will turn around and have this on some side of my card that I don't want. But there, like I said, there is no right or wrong with this. You can always say, oh, I think that's a little too harsh. I want to come in with a little more of the yellow. Just come in with it. And maybe you want more orange, you can bring more orange in. You just decide how you want that blend part to go. I'm going to go here with this. Now I tend to hold these up here just because I like to have a lot of control with the head. If you're using daubers, of course you can do this with daubers. You can do this with a sponge. Um, I'm just using the blending brushes. I happen to like the blending brushes. Now, I do wash mine out after I do this. I just rinse them under water and kind of get all the ink out of them. It does stain them a little bit. You can tell this one had blue on it at one time, but it's not going to go on to whatever I'm working on right now. It's just stained the fibers. I keep putting my finger in there. I must want my finger to be in there. So I want this to blend up a little bit more. So I'm going to come in here with some more orange over that yellow. So we have more of a softening into the orange from the yellow. I think that's pretty good. I kind of like that. Yeah, I really do like that. Well, maybe I'll put a little bit more yellow in there. Okay, I think that is really good. That is really, really good. Now, if you want the white to pop a little bit better, you can take, and I'm a damp, oh my. Well, see, there we go. I made a mess of that. Oh, well, that goes on our envelope. Well, part of that'll get cut off, part of it won't. I'll probably make another one of those for my envelope, but I'll show you how it goes on. Okay, I always find something I did. See, live TV. Well, it's not live when you see it, but it's live while I'm doing it. So we have live moments. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this. So let me do this. I'm going to bring some yellow in here. And I didn't go in, I'm just trying to pull it off of what's on these brushes to begin with. Let's get some of the orange in there. There's a lot of ink in there in these brushes if you want to just push on them a little bit, and it will pull it out. So I think that's pretty good. So we're going to go with that. I can't believe that tipped over, but I can. It's how things work for me sometimes. So I'm going to put this on my inside. And I'm going to use glue because I'm going to try and marry it up so it's nice and even. I'm making a portrait card, so I'm just going to do this. And it might be a smidge long, but if it is, I'll cut it off. And then I tap it down. I tap it down on my surface to make sure it's where it needs to be. Got a little extra glue there. If that happens and you happen to have like a scrap of paper, just come through and pull it off. Okay, you can use the corner of another piece of paper, pull that off. This appears to have some hangover, so I'm going to come in with the scissors from the back side and just cut off my little schnibble there, and there's a little schnibble here. And that's okay. If it's bigger, you can always take it off. There we go. This is going to go on the inside of my card. I know I have tape. There we are. This is the inside of my card. I mean, I have friends who really like purple and green together. This is really pretty with purple and greens. You know, this is just going to go on the front. I did not pop it up. I just left it flat. One of the things I am going to say that I've been trying to do is make sure that all of my cards only need one stamp to mail. In the US here, our postage just went up to 82 cents for a 1 ounce mailing. And that's quite high for us. We're not used to that. I know in other countries, that's a really, you know, the postage is a lot higher. They're used to it. We are not. So it's kind of a change, but the postage has gone up, and so this way I'm not having you incur much more. Now you can certainly embellish this more than what I'm doing, but you know, I'm just using up my dimensionals here. You can do oh, I probably need another couple of these. Put one there. Let's get one more. I use up all the bits and then I throw the backing away. Now, in my last video, I picked everything off with my fingers. This time I'm going to use a pokey tool. You hold it down, push into it, and pull up like this. And it takes off all the bits, puts them on here, and then you can just pop that into your dustbin. Makes it really easy. And I really love this. It's a simple card. It's a fun card. Now I am going to remake this, but what I would normally do is I would glue this to the back. And then I trim off this. But because I've got ink on there, I don't know, unless I stamp it with something, I'm not going to do that with this card. But this is what it would look like on the back, minus the ink, where my stamp tipped over. But really a cute card, easy, and one sheet will make 6 cards. You can get one sheet of this. In the designer series paper, it comes with 3 of them. So you can make, 18 cards this way. Each one could be different. They can all say the same thing, but be different colors. You could do all colors of the rainbow. You could literally do a rainbow on here if that's what you would like to do, or do it all one solid color. It is up to you. Thank you so much for joining me for this second card today. I hope you enjoyed this. We just got a little inky, but it's all good. So thank you again. Please like and share. Please subscribe and hit that button if you want to be notified. Also, if you're able to hype, go ahead and hype. I don't know if you can. Some people can hype, some people can't. Just depends what you're viewing on. But anyways, I want to thank you again and have a very blessed day. Bye-bye.